Alrighty, here we go. We are going to cover our watch list for today. Now, we're going to go ahead and dive straight into this. What we actually are watching is IDRA, and this is actually my top stock to watch. We had a really nice fake out there with a very strong selling pressure. That's the highest on the day so far. But you know that volume that candle is not too large. And we're kind of getting into some consolidation here. Let's see if we can pull back, maybe back and retest maybe 55 before heading lower, maybe bouncing off 50. Might have a slight, we could have a slight retest of 55 cents before continuing lower for IDRA. Now I'm going to be watching IDRA for a possible bounce and reversal off 50 cents. If we can see a nice reversal of 50 cents, I would be looking for a nice break of this trend line for us to come back and retest 60 cents from IDRA. That is what we're watching. This is our top stock to watch at the moment, so we're gonna move that to the top. We also have MITQ, or hold on, let's go back to IDRA. IDRA has over a 10x relative volume. It's almost 100x relative volume, with a 41 million float. Now, what's the float or the short float for IDRA? IDRA short float is 38%. Okay, so we don't have to worry. There's no short squeezes. I'm not good at trading short squeezes. I just don't know when they get in. It's weird. Short squeezes are really fast, really volatile. I'm not super confident in that kind of market. So when I do see a short squeeze, I do go in with lighter size. So we also have IDRA, good volume, good news. Why isn't this sponsored trial and results? Positive results. That's good news. We also have MITQ. Now, MITQ, give me one sec. MITQ has a 5x relative volume or just underneath with 7.5 million in float. So hits the volume, hits the float, and has good volume. They beat EPS, so we have to keep that on watch. This is what we have. BRDS. I don't like this. We gapped up all the way up to 155 and then just gave everything back. Now down to 126. I do want to see this hold 122. If we can't hold this, I'm most likely not going to trade this for the rest of the day. Don't really see any good news. Let's see if Josh found news on BRDS. I don't see anything. I really don't see anything. BRDS, here we go. Quarter one profit revenue grows 48%. So that's good for BRDS. Revenue grows, and then PPSI is one that Josh wanted to keep on watch for the possible short squeeze. We have PPSI. We can see that oh, never mind. This is the wrong one. The short percentage is only 3.5. So I think that's not. I think that's BRDS. That is BRDS. I think BRDS is nope, and still not. The short float still it's low. Again, I'm only checking FinViz, so these numbers could be slightly off. Again, we are going to watch PPS, AUVI, and IDRA. IDRA is our top stock in my opinion. I want to see a nice dump down to 50 cents, or down to this area, 51. We'll see what happens. We could have a slight retest of this area, again, to 55. But we do have very light volume, and if we don't see volume pushing up to that 55, I do think we're going to see this pull back a little bit more. Now, if we actually take our fib level from the low to the high, we're right at that 38.2 fib level. We had some congestion around 23.6. If we break below this 38.2 fib level, I think we're going to come back and retest 50 cents. Now, what happens when we usually gap up with this stock? I don't really see any significant gap ups, so I'm not really too sure. Go ahead and look here. We actually bring this over. We can see that we gap up, we run. We gap up, we run. So let's see what else happens. I don't really see any other news or other times we gap up. So not really too sure of, because I believe open, close. Yes. We do gap up here, run slightly though. It's nothing crazy. Go ahead and get this off our charts. So let's see if this can actually continue to move here. Thank you guys for the likes. We're at 200 likes. Let's try to get to 1,000. Right now we are looking at IDRA. Come over to the YouTube, links in bio, or just look up Stock Talk Trades, where you can see my screen much better and just get it's an overall much better experience. So again, guys, we have to remember. Excuse me. Yeah, we have to remember that you are consistent. You have to believe you are consistent. You have to be consistent with your entries, your exits, your take profits, with your execution of the trade. Everything is random, no matter what pattern, no matter what strategy, no matter what edge you're using. Everything is random and we have no idea what's going on, what's going to happen. So never risk more than 3%. Just a rule. Never risk more than 3% of your total portfolio on a singular trade. Cash is a position. Without cash, you would be in a position and you'd have to go with the swings of what's going on. But sometimes the best position is no trade. If you don't see the setup, don't trade. I will always have a hard stop in place. One of the rules I suggest always having a hard stop in place, or at least the mental stop. And when it comes down there, you follow through and you stick with that mental stop. And every single trade, you want to have at least 3 reasons before jumping in. 3 reasons will kind of, you have 3 reasons before jumping in. It kind of forces you to do a little bit more of analysis on that trade and not just jump in to any setup that you think looks good. You need to have consistent position sizing with through all of your trades. Trading is a business. Every trade take seriously. Now, when every trade takes seriously, it means that it's going in your logbook of trades, your business of trades. When someone's looking at your business and they look at your past transaction history, they might see some winners, might see some losers, but that doesn't matter if it's winners or losers. It matters if you're following your strategy or not. So trade it like it's business and you might be able to come out on top. All right, let's see what's happening here. Let's see a nice washout down to 51, 52. If we break this area, I mean, we can come down to 47. Let's see if this will continue. Not the best trend line. Plus, I'm not going to trade that. Josh is looking at that. And I don't want to anticipate any trades. I want to capitalize on this. And IDRA, I'm looking for a nice rip. Rip over 61. I mean, you have that resistance at 59. If we can really break over this high and break over 61, we have room up to 65, 70. Then we have that 200 SMA at 71.50 on the daily. I'm not liking anything at the moment. We have around 12 minutes left till market open. So anything's possible. Nice fake out with a nice hammer candle off the 20 EMA. Would be looking for a nice touch off the trend line or a pullback, maybe into a nice double bottom. Looking for a break of VWAP and then break back up to 60 cents. Let's see what happens here. We might be able to just get a one and done trade. Right now, your stops have to be below 52 cents. Let's see a pullback here. I want to see a little bit more of confirmation. I like this increasing volume doji candle or hammer candle, fully engulfing candle, whatever you want to call it, because we have a nice pivot low with a nice fully engulfing candle. Coming off the 90 EMA, off the trend line, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. I guess you can consider this 4 touches, but I don't know how I feel about that. And then there's the third touch. Watch out for AUVI for the possible head and shoulders. First shoulder, head, next shoulder. It's not super clean, but it is, something that you want to watch. IDRA is our top stock to watch. There, we're getting that volume. Again, I was thinking it was going to come back up and retest this area at 155 before coming down lower, possibly retesting this area. I want to see a pullback down to 53. Let's look at the SPY real quick. Oh, yeah, the scam wick down to 400. I want to see a pullback down to 404 for a possible bounce. Let's go ahead and just create an alert. An alert at or below this area. All right. Might be able to see some RSI divergence. I mean, nothing crazy. Let's see it pull back more here. I don't know how I feel about it at this moment. There's the dump that we're talking about. Decreasing volume. Honestly, guys, I'm thinking for a washout. I mean, I think we might see a washout down to 150 if we don't see a break of this trend line in time. Very light volume. Again, came up and retested that 55-cent level. Want to see it come back down and retest. Let's see what happens. Yep, again, there's a misprint on the SPY. You can see this scam wick, this misprint. It's just a misprint on the time and sales. Don't really put too much weight behind it. What are you watching, crypto or stocks? Yeah, come over to the YouTube likes. I'm watching stocks. I'm watching the top gainers of the day so far. Let's go ahead and see if we see any more. I don't see any other ones besides HUSN. HUSN very choppy. HUSN very light volume, only 3,500 shares traded. So again, that's tiny, tiny, tiny. And we're close to this area for a possible downtrend break. We can see that the volume is decreasing. See, after every 2 candles, we get a lot of volume. So I'm expecting nice decreasing volume on this candle. Either we're going to continue to drop and kind of come back and then open and test 150, then absolutely rip up to VWAP, or we are going to break up to VWAP and then see a potential retest of the trend line or a nice break. So let's see what is happening. Yeah, I don't really like buying. Yep, there's the break lower. Yeah, I don't really like buying close to pre-market or market open like this. Let's see if it can hold this level. This might be a good area to jump in. But again, it's pre-market. We have a big buyer at the big seller at 52.47. 52.47. It comes up into this area. If it breaks through this area, we're going to come back and retest 53. Let's see if this seller gets taken out here. We're at 52.47. 52.47. There it is. It looks like you got taken out. Boom. Came back and retested. High, strong volume. We'll see if nice double bottom there. Break over the high. Let's see if this will continue. Thank you guys for the likes. We're almost at 500 likes. Let's see what is going on. All right, let's see what's going to happen. Get a nice bounce. We have 4 minutes left until market opens. Woo! What, Stella? Yeah. All right, all right. Here we go. Go ahead and put this on. Get that nice shoulder. Yeah, it's fucking not looking too good, but you know, it's whatever. All right. Let's see if we can actually, we can see this nice uptrend, very strong, and then a nice slow downtrend. breaking the trend line. Let's see if this can hold. There's the break up to 0.55. Oh. Let's see if we can. Oh, there's the fake out down to 53.80. All right, guys, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Here we go. All right, 50 seconds left until market opens. I'm going to look for a nice washout long. Going to look to take it up to 156. Looking for around 3, 4, 5, 6 cents. We'll see what happens. 30 seconds left. Anything is possible. We have this nice hammer candle. Really not increasing. I mean, really not super increasing in volume. Want to see a nice fake out down to around 50 cents, this area, then a nice explosive move. I'm gonna stop losses for me is below 50 cents. So let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, and we are live. Looks like it's probably gonna break up higher. Let's see what happens with IDRA. Let's see what happens. Looks like we are going to break up and continue to push. See it break over this high. Boom. Coming up to VWAP. I'm not jumping into this yet. There was a nice break. Didn't see the washout though that I wanted to, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Oh, there's been a good washout on BRDS. We're coming up, just retested VWAP. We got to make sure that we're not going to continue to dump off of VWAP here. Maybe look for a nice red to green move off of 50 cents. There's at 52. A little bit I was a little bit hesitant there off that 52 cent area. And I am risking below 50 cents if I do decide to enter, but I didn't want to catch a falling knife. I'm waiting for it just to see what's going on. Coming down to 51. Let's see it pull back a little bit more. We're getting that volume starting to come in here. Nice retest, testing the trend line on the tick charts. Pretty big buying wall at 52. Man, that's pretty strong. I could have bought, but I wasn't. I'm not confident enough in it. I would have, if I was looking to buy, I would have bought at around 52 cents. Risk down 50, but decreasing volume. Let's see if it holds this area. There, I scaled in with for my first small position at 23.32 or 52.32. Let's see a break. I want to see this continue to move. We're getting light volume on the move here. Now, once we break this previous high, my stop is going in at 51. I like this decreasing volume. I want to see this up to 61. I want to see this up to 61. I think we have room up to 61. I'm going to cut it if it gets down to, if it gets below 50. I'm cutting it if it gets below 50. Maybe move it a little bit more. Let's see what happens. I am taking some heat right now, but it's all good. Want to see some volume start to step in and eventually take this up over. Then I'm moving my stops below this candle low. Maybe a nice red to green move. Looks like it might stop me out, which is all good if it does. Come on, let's see that pop over 52. I want to see a nice pivot low here with a break over 52.53. Nice increasing volume, strong. Let's see a break over this high. I don't think it's going to happen though. Probably going to get stopped out right here. I'll let the trade develop though. Decreasing volume. And I'm going to get stopped out right here. Oh, I didn't get stopped out yet, but it looks like, and oh my goodness, I'm so close. There it is. I probably had that a little bit too close. I probably should have waited down. I was at 50 cents. Maybe down just a little bit more, and that would have been a better entry. I was really trying to catch it right out of the gate, but just wasn't able to. Okay, which is fine. Looking for another around. And of course, as soon as I get stopped out, that's when it starts to move. As soon as I get stopped out. I have like 500. I can't get in. I can't get in. I'm looking for a nice break over this high. Let's see a break over this trend line. Break over this trend line. And we're going to see very light volume. Let's see this close. I'm trading very sloppy today. Very sloppy. So keeping risks small, or keeping my stop pretty tight, but I think I am. I oversized on this position here. And let's see if we can get this to start to pop off. I'll probably get stopped out. And we'll see. There's the 1, 2, 3. Looking for a fourth touch back up to the trend line with a break. Let's see if it happens. Nope, I'm out. I'll take that. I'm done for the day. Minus 43.66. That's unfortunate. Guys, I'm just doing this to myself. I'm not having the discipline lately. I'm just kind of fucking throwing money around like Jesus Christ.